Welcome back to OrthoLink. In Chapter 2 of Laura's story, Laura Beauparlant talks about the beginnings of her long journey towards recovery. Do you remember your state of mind when you first came around?
That's a great question, and it took a long time to process. I went through all of the stages of grief. Like I went through like the disbelief, the anger, I was the depression, the denial, all of those phases. Like I probably went through them multiple times because, I was in and out of hospital for a number of years, and setbacks and questions as to how well I would recover. And I struggled with this. Why did this happen to me? This anger, this deep anger, that, thankfully I had, Dr. Creeder cared about my mental health. And I think orthopedic surgeons get a bad rap for not having great bedside manner and not, they're whatever they, they're carpenters kind of the body. And he cared so deeply about me, like as a human, as Laura. And I could see that right from the very beginning. And I think that's why we are still connected 27 years later, more as friends than as anything.
And that is amazing. I mean, I'm curious. When did you get a sense, or what were you told about what your prospects were? I mean, you were an 18-year-old girl, fully active and involved in life. All of a sudden this happens. Your leg is shattered. Do you remember being told what your prospects were, but to what to expect in terms of your recovery?
I'll tell you, everything, I feel like everything that could have gone wrong probably did. I think they had to rewrite medical textbooks because the number of times I heard, we've never seen that before. Let's bring in all the interns. Like, I remember that so many times. And so there was a lot of question around that. And I remember, being told I may never ski again. I may never walk properly again. I may never do all of these many, many things again, or do them well, or have the capabilities. And I think I kind of took that on as a bit of a challenge. And so, I've walked a half marathon. I just climbed a mountain. I can dance in high heels. I, do all the physical things that I was told that I might never do, but there was a big question mark as to how well I would recover.
And did you not tell me at one point they were almost concerned that you were going to lose your leg because of complications?
Yes. Yeah. So about a year and a half after, not quite, I got really sick. I got the flu. It was kind of going around at Christmas time. It's passed around. I got it, and I just never recovered. And it was a few months after that they realized that I had a bone infection that had probably been present since the beginning because it was an open fracture, but it was just quiet. And then me getting sick allowed it to kind of flourish. And they'd never seen an infection take that long to present. Wow. Which is why there was disbelief that there was like, it can't be an infection, was kind of what was discussed. Interestingly enough, my family doctor was the first one who identified that it was an infection. And this doctor was making house calls to visit me as well. So the care I received from doctors, my physiotherapist, I just had some really outstanding care, and people who cared about me as a person and about my mental health.
OrthoLink connects the work of the Canadian Orthopedic Foundation to those we serve. To learn more about how your support is impacting lives, go to movepainfree.org. That's movepainfree.org.